Dear brother, delays and struggles in our life are refining processes, man. They're not setbacks. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Listen, there's purpose in every pause in your life. I've had some pauses in my life where I'm wondering, man, where is God? Where is help? Where is people? Everything must be going wrong. You got to understand this, man. Every waiting season in your life has a purpose connected to it. Every single waiting season has a purpose connected to it. It's not that you're just there. It's not that there's anything against you, but sometimes it's development that we need that we don't even know we need. There's things that we need to add to our life so we don't end up at the top and broken at the top. Every waiting season has a purpose, man, and you got to realize that so you don't quit in those times of waiting. You're being prepared. It's a time to develop, man. One thing that we all need to develop is patience, right? Patience. Back in the day, they would say, don't pray for patience, man, because patience is going to bring you something hardcore in your life. But those waiting seasons, they develop patience, right? And patience is necessary for you to calm down, for you to slow down, and for you to be developed for what you're looking to become. It also helps you with resilience, man. You become more resilient, more steadfast. And the strongest thing that you develop is that inner strength that we all need. And then character. Right? So we're dealing with patience, resilience, and character, man. You know, this is the trifecta you need to be a successful man inwardly. So that way you're not having all these things outwardly and everything you dream of, right? But not being the person that you want to be. There are plenty of people that drove a fabulous car off a bridge. There are plenty of people that have been in a beautiful home and tried to hurt themselves in their home or their family. So it's not about what you have outside, man. It's about who you are inwardly. So whether I have what I have or don't have what I have, I'm still who I am, and I can walk it out with integrity until things come better in my life. See, without this time of waiting, man, there may be some doors that open that may not be for you, right? And you just rush through doors that may not be for you. And doors may open and opportunities may come. But who's to say you can handle them if you're not equipped inside as a man? See, you got to understand that strength is built in stillness. It's not built in running around. It's not built in impressing people, right? My whole life was I was a public figure, public speaker, right? I was always in the public. So a lot of times, man, there was no stillness. And I learned later on, number one, that I didn't get to know myself because of lack of stillness. I was getting to know what I needed to do for others. And there were many seasons that I got lost in what I was doing for other people and wasn't holding on to what I needed for me. Right. So it was a stillness. My stillness, actually, I was homeless. I was living in a car, man. Right. And I'm like, God, what is going on? But guess what I learned in those moments? I needed to be right there to get to know who I was. It was hard, but that's where I learned that. See, your muscles, when some of you work out real hard, muscles grow when you rest. But so does inner strength. That grows in seasons of waiting. It grows in seasons when you don't really know what's going on. And you got to trust that silence. You got to trust that moment in your life. See, the quiet moments is where discipline comes. The quiet moments is when clarity is developed. The quiet moments is when you see who's your enemy and who's your real friend. Those moments of struggle, you find out who's really there for you and who's really not there for you. Right? It's those moments where you really get a chance to do a 360 of your life and look and say, you know what? What's real? And what's only here for what I have, but not who I am. See, those moments prepare us, right? It's the preparation that shapes what it is, what I call capacity, the ability to handle, right? It's that preparation time because you'll be surprised. Things you think you can handle, you couldn't, right? Until you have that waiting season to figure it out, right? See, delay isn't denial, man. Delay is not denial. It's equipping you. It's equipping you. It's giving you what you need for what we call that next level, right? You don't want to jump up there and not have what it takes. You don't want to succeed and then embarrass yourself. You don't want to get to the top. Everybody wants to get to the top. But you know what happens at the top? The air is thin. Can you breathe up there, right? Can you handle what it means to be at the top? Can you handle the loneliness that comes with the top? And reality, sometimes that waiting season makes you redefine what the top is. Really, I would say the top, if you want to be at the top, it's at the top of self-awareness. Knowing you, knowing what you can handle, know what you can't. Know where you can go, know what you can't. Right? Know the areas you're going to win and knowing the areas you're going to lose. That's really the blessing, right? And that's the blessing of burdens. You get to understand you. See, delayed times in your life, it's not denial. Again, you got to hold on to that. My delay is not my denial. Say that with me. My delay is not my denial, right? Ultimately, man, the timelines in your life that we envision, it's not always what we think it's going to be, right? And you look around and say, I should be here by now. I should have had this by now. I should have been here in my life by now. Or other people coming to you, you should be here by now. Man, nobody knows where you should be, because life is what life is, right? And you're being prepared for where you're going to be, because those same people that's pushing you to be somewhere will laugh at you if you fall, if you weren't ready. And a lot of times in your life, what feels like rejection is often a redirection in your life towards something better than what you ever dreamed of. Right? So don't take all rejections as something wrong with me, or I'm not equipped enough, or I'm not good enough. Right? That is redirection. And you got to take that redirection so you can really be where you want to be. There was times in my life, man, I thought I should be at this place. And then you look and time goes by, you say, you know what? Thank God I wasn't at that place. Thank God, because I'd rather be. See, God knows how to give you everything. Right? Instead of giving you that one part that you feel like the instant gratification and to make you feel better now. See, that waiting season really allows you to have everything. That's what you really want. And you want all of you once you get there. So trust the unseen progress in your life. Trust the unseen progress. Christian, you tripping. What's unseen progress? Excuse me. Unseen progress, man, is the places you're growing that you don't even understand you're growing in. You're growing and don't even know it. You know, when you find out when you hit that next rough place or you're in that rough situation and suddenly you know what to do because your wisdom has expanded. Just because you don't see results in your life doesn't mean things aren't moving, man. Right? It's like roots underground in a tree, right? They're growing. I was out gardening after I got my kidney transplant. I was sitting home 2020, right before the pandemic, had no idea it was coming. I said, let me do something with myself. And I started gardening. I fell in love with it. But it also taught me to slow down in life. It taught me that you can do what you're going to do, but also you got to trust what you put in the ground, that it will do what it has to do. See, that underground process is about transformation. That's where transformation happens, right? Beneath the surface. It ain't about what people see. It's about what's happening beneath the surface. So when you come up, you got roots that keep you when the winds of life start blowing. Gratitude, man. Be grateful for growth. Gratitude for growth, not just the gains, man. Gratitude for growth, not just gains. See, gains, again, is what people see. Forget what people see, right? You got to know what you're made of, not to show off. You got to know what you're made of. See, learn to appreciate who you're becoming, not just where you're trying to get, right? Because that's the real goal. Who am I becoming, not just where I'm trying to get. And you don't want to get there too fast. Wherever there is, whether it's marriage, whether it's business, whether it's a podcast, whatever you're trying to, whether it's becoming a better dad, a better husband, a better son, right? It's about the process of who I'm becoming, not just getting there. See, the reward is not at the end. The reward is what you're becoming as you're getting there. The man is forged in the waiting room. Is often, you often become more valuable, man. My time is forged in that waiting room. See, owning yourself is where you become valuable. So walk through the open door, man, with confidence. Walk through the open doors with confidence. That's how you do it. Once you've been forged in fire, once you've been forged in that waiting room, you become more valuable, man, to yourself and everybody else around you. So when the door finally opens, my brother, step through it with confidence. Step through it as someone who's been trained. Step through it as someone who's been tested. Step through it as someone who's been transformed. You didn't just endure to be embarrassed. You didn't just endure so you would have hard times. You endured so that you would be an involved man. An evolved man. So then whatever you involve yourself in, you're involving yourself as an evolved man, right? So if you get married, you're getting married as an evolved man. If you're in a marriage right now, you can come back to your wife as an evolved man, an evolved father. Whatever you involve yourself in, you want to be evolved. That way you become a blessing to what you're a part of. Hey, man, I love you. Make sure that you love you. You matter today. You matter tomorrow, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Walk this life out with no fear, no shame, and no compromise. Be wise every day Slow your pace so you can see where you're going. Amen. If this is your first time, follow me. If you've been here before, you know what I'm about to say. We end the podcast the same way every time. Yesterday is history, and tomorrow's a mystery. All we got is right now. What you going to do with it, what you going to do about it. Hey, man, hang in there. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Become part of this community. It's a safe community where grown men keep on growing. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.